Hello and welcome to For the Love of Wisdom, my new philosophy channel on YouTube. This channel is going to focus on philosophy as the love of wisdom, which is what philosophy means etymologically. Philosophy is derived from philos, meaning love, and Sophia, meaning wisdom. I am Dr. Fergus Donahoe. I have a PhD in philosophy from the University of Rochester. And this is going to be a philosophy course of sorts. However, there will be no grading. You don't have to come to class at a particular time. I don't have to come to class at a particular time. And we'll do things through videos and comments. So, all you have to do is learn, and you don't have to be here if you don't want to learn. Now, the first question I'm going to deal with at the beginning of this series is, what is a philosopher? As I just mentioned, philosophy means love of wisdom. At least etymologically it does. And likewise, etymologically, a philosopher is a lover of wisdom. Someone who wants to know what is true, and to become wise. Now, what does it entail to be a lover of wisdom? Well, it requires an orientation toward reality, a preference for truth over lies, a thirst for knowledge, but not just any knowledge. Philosophy is not about an interest in trivia. We don't care, say, what Brangelina is doing. Philosophy is about an interest in the issues that are vital to human existence, such as the meaning of life, how we should behave, what kind of people we should be, what is the greatest good, the nature of the world, how we can tell truth from fiction, etc. Well, if philosophy requires an orientation towards reality, a preference for knowing the truth over not knowing the truth, could this lead us to unhappiness? Could it be that the world is such a terrible place that true knowledge would make us unhappy? And if that's the case, it might not be prudent to seek after wisdom, to care about philosophy. And this is one of the issues that comes up in a chapter of Bertrand Russell's book, The Conquest of Happiness, in a chapter called Byronic Unhappiness. He's talking about the idea that some people are unhappy and attribute this unhappiness to their sense of how the world is, to their philosophical understanding of the world. And here's the book, Conquest of Happiness by Bertrand Russell. There are many copies of this book, so you may find some that don't look like this. And I want to show you the table of contents. This book is divided into two parts. Part one is causes of unhappiness. Part two, causes of happiness. And so in part one we have chapters: what makes people unhappy, Byronic unhappiness, competition, boredom and excitement, fatigue, envy, the sense of sin, persecution mania, and fear of public opinion. And in causes of happiness we have: is happiness still possible, zest, affection, the family, work, impersonal interests, effort and resignation, the happy man. I bring up this book here because I think it addresses some of the core issues of philosophy, if we take philosophy to mean the love of wisdom. One of the crucial aspects of wisdom is, how can we be happy? And I would think the wise person would understand what it takes to be happy and what it takes to avoid unhappiness, while the foolish person would go through life haphazardly, not understanding what makes him unhappy or happy, and so that his happiness would be more a matter of circumstance and happenstance rather than of how he deliberately chooses to live. So, in terms of wisdom, I think this is one of the crucial issues to begin looking at. And so I'm going to be using this book for the beginning videos of this channel. And I recommend getting a copy of it. It's an inexpensive book and fairly common. You may find it cheap in a used bookstore, or you may find it still in print at a new bookstore, or you can probably get a used copy for a few dollars off of the internet. And it's a very worthwhile book, well worth reading. So I recommend getting a hold of a copy. Now I want to end by asking you this question. Do you hold any beliefs that make life unbearable? Or if this is too ironic, because if you did hold such beliefs, you would have ended your life. Do you hold any beliefs that are essential to making your life bearable? What would you do if you lost these beliefs? Do these beliefs have a solid foundation? Or do you engage in self-deception to convince yourself of them? Please answer this question in comments or in video responses, and I will reply to this in a future video. Until next time, so long, and hopefully you'll start to search for wisdom if you haven't already. Remember, we're here to learn wisdom, but not to say that we're wise.